Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn. Today I want to sit down and film a top 10 most underrated LUSH product video. You guys are always asking me for more LUSH videos, and y'all know I don't even need an excuse to make another LUSH video. So I was really, I sat down, I thought about it, and I really wanted to come up with a list that I feel like is so underrated that no one ever talks about, and they just fall under the radar, but they are amazing products. So I've got my top 10 here. Let's hop into it. First up, I'm gonna start with the shampoo bar. Now, if you don't know what shampoo bars are from LUSH, then what are you doing? Because LUSH actually innovated a product that is a shampoo that has no packaging, so it's basically this naked product. But this one specifically, the Copperhead flavor, or the Copperhead flavor? That's not what I'm looking for. Flavor, fragrance. The one that's called Copperhead is so underrated. It smells like straight up coffee, which is amazing. It's super energizing. If you've ever used the cup of coffee face mask from LUSH, it smells literally exactly like that, but in a little shampoo bar. So there's tons of coffee in it, which is great because it's gonna be very stimulating to your scalp, help promote hair growth, and just, get the blood flow going. But what I also really like about the shampoo bar is that there's a ton of henna inside, which if you're not sure what henna does for the hair, it basically makes your hair extra silky and smooth and just looking at really, really glossy, which is amazing. I will warn you though, if you do have blonde hair or lighter color hair, you might not want to use this because I'm pretty sure it can actually dye or tint your hair a little bit. But if you are a brunette or have darker hair, you'll definitely be good to go. I love not only the way it makes my hair feel very silky, but it also just gives it that look like, when you watch a shampoo commercial and you see like Selena Gomez and she has this amazing, voluminous, shiny, glossy hair, and you're like, okay, I hope that's extensions because if that's her real hair, I feel very bad about my own hair. Anyways, this makes your hair look like that. It's super glossy. You'd actually be surprised too with how much these lather up. Remember the first time I used a shampoo bar, I was like, this is not gonna do anything. But no, it's absolutely amazing, and I feel like nobody talks about it. So Copperhead, get on it. Okay, next up, should I go into skincare right away or do the bath stuff? Let's get some bath stuff out of the way because I'll probably end up talking about skincare for a long, long time because y'all know I love skincare. Next up, I have a bubble bar here. Now this one, I feel like it's very iconic looking for LUSH. This is Brightside Bubble Bar. And actually, oh my God, this one is so soft and so fresh. Ooh. It smells so good. So I feel like normally when you walk into LUSH, you see all the crazy bright colored cool things. You pick this one up and you smell it, you're like, oh, it's nice, it's nice. And then you go and pick up the pink one, which is the comforter, which is the one that everyone talks about. And then people just end up buying the comforter. And no shade to the comforter. The comforter is one of those classic products that I love at LUSH, but I feel like Brightside never gets enough love. And this is just absolutely incredible. First of all, it's huge. So you can basically like break this up and get 4 baths out of it. And it makes your bath this amazing, vibrant, like neon orange color, which I guess in hindsight, it might be a little jarring to see such a neon color in your bath. But I personally love it because this bubble bar to me embodies an energizing, uplifting product, and it just kind of instantly puts me in a better mood. To me, it smells like, okay, I don't know if it's orange Mike and Ike's or orange jelly beans. Or is it a different orange candy? There's a ton of mandarin oil in here and other citrus oils, so it just makes you feel so alive, and I feel like it's such a summery, refreshing fragrance. So I'm a huge fan of this, and if you like very big, luxurious bubbles in your bath, this one is like, it will just keep frothing up. Like when you're in the bath, you crumble it under the tap, but then if you start mixing it in with your hands too, it starts to like overflow and get very frothy and milkshakey, which I absolutely love. So if you haven't tried Brightside, definitely worth giving it a try, or at least a smell the next time you're in stores. Okay, and since we were just talking a little bit about bath products, I have one other bath product here to talk to you guys about, and this is kind of in the same scent family, but again, I just feel like this one is so underrated, and this is the You've Been Mangoed Bath Melt. Now this looks very different, or I guess the look of it has evolved over the years. I'm actually gonna put this down because this is melting under the lights right now. But You've Been Mangoed was like an all-time classic for me. When I first went into LUSH, it used to be like this orange little brick, and I think it said mango on top, or mangoed, or something mango-ish on top. It was like printed into it. And I used to always just pick it up and smell it because it smelled like Pez candies to me. It kind of smells like a citrus cleaning supply, but in like the best way possible. Like the brightness, summery vibe of that, like a lemon pledge mixed with a Pez candy. That's what this is gonna be. Bath melts, if you don't already know, are absolutely luxurious in your bath. It basically makes your bath this ultra moisturizing, creamy, decadent, pampering thing. Okay, you know what? I've really gotta put this down. It's just, we're making a mess here. So yeah, it basically just turns your bath into this ultimate moisturizing experience. And when you leave the bath, you kind of have like, I don't want to say residue or film because that doesn't sound very pampering, but it does leave like a bit of like a an oil on your skin, so you don't have to put on a body lotion, and you just feel so hydrated. And bath oils are definitely the way to go for me when I am feeling dry or in like the winter time or something like that. But even in the summer when I want to, like, you know, do a nice bath before bed and just kind of marinate in all of the oils, I love using bath oils. And I mean, top tip, mix these two together in the bath and create a bath cocktail. It'll be amazing, I'm just saying. Okay, next up I have a soap here. Now, soaps are just the epitome of what Lush is to me. Their bulk soaps was the first thing that ever drew me in. But I feel like this soap specifically does not get enough love, and it is absolutely incredible, and they've had it for so many years, and this is Figs and Leaves soap. Now again, this is a very moisturizing and very buttery product, so I feel like it's kind of getting a little melty in here. But Figs and Leaves is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's gonna be very luxurious and very pampering because it is so moisturizing and just so gentle on the skin. If you actually like touch and like use the soap, you'll see that there's little bits of the fig, like the actual seeds inside. So it kind of gives you a bit of like a gentle scrub, like a little bit of an exfoliation while you're in there. But there's actually like legit leaves on the top of it. So it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's like a maple tree or like an oak leaf or what. I'm sure actually it says on the ingredients. What type of tree are you from? I don't see it. Maybe it's a fig leaf. Wait, that would make sense. Do fig plants have leaves? Maybe? I don't know. There's a leaf on top, that's all I know. But there's also a ton of aloe vera in here, so it's gonna be very soothing and cooling to the skin. The smell is also very like calming and very spa-like. It's definitely not like a sickeningly sweet scent or very citrusy at all. It is very soothing and very, I don't know, I just feel like this would be at like some high-end spa. So absolutely love this. I don't know why no one else talks about it because this soap is bomb and I love soap, and Figs and Leaves is just so good. It's just so good. Okay, next up I'm gonna switch gears a little bit and go back into hair because I see this pot sitting there and I just wanna talk about it. This is the Roots hair treatment. Now, I'm a very, how do I start by saying this? I'm very bad at taking care of my hair. I'm very lazy. I don't really use that many products on it. Literally just like shampoo, conditioner, maybe sometimes an oil, but like, it definitely takes a lot to win me over to use a new product and to add something else to my routine. But Roots hair treatment is one of those products that I will go the extra mile to use. Now, if you haven't heard of Roots before, you're definitely missing out. If you want something that's gonna be a nourishing treatment that again will help promote the growth of hair, it will also help nourish your hair, moisturize it, and also help any damaged hair. Like if your hair just kind of needs a bit of rehab, Roots is the way to go. This is particularly amazing if you have fine or thin hair, but I mean all hair types can use it. It smells literally like straight up peppermint. It's very invigorating. Is that how you use that word? I feel like I always see that word written out, but I never say that in my regular vocabulary. There's also spearmint oil, grapefruit oil, neroli oil. Neroli is actually one of those ingredients that kind of makes you happier. I'm pretty sure it's scientifically proven that it kind of boosts the serotonin levels in your brain. So when you use a product like this, it just makes you happier, you get better hair, it's a win-win kind of thing. You actually want to put this on dry hair. I feel like a lot of people and a lot of other companies encourage you to use a hair mask like on your wet hair. But if you kind of think about hair is kind of like a sponge, and it'll absorb whatever's on it. So if you're in the shower and you have wet hair, the hair will kind of absorb some of that water, and if you put the hair treatment on after, it won't be able to absorb all the goodness of the hair treatment. So I actually like to recommend, and I'm pretty sure Lush recommends, yeah, Lush even recommends to put it on dry hair. You put it on dry hair and it can really absorb and reap all the benefits of the treatment. You leave it on for about 20 minutes and then rinse it off, and your hair is just kind of refreshed and reset. So would definitely recommend checking it out. So good, guys. Okay, next up, ooh, I'm gonna do a face mask next. Actually, this one's brand new, so it looks nice and fresh. I do this for you guys, so that way the product shots look all sexy and new. Anyways, what we have here is a jelly mask, and this is just to clarify. Now, this is probably one of the, if not the newest, one of the newest Lush products that I have here, but I feel like it just never got the hype that it deserved. There's a lot of other jelly masks that I hear people talking about, but just to clarify is, by far, I don't want to say by far. I mean, a lot of this stuff also, you have to remember that everyone's skin type, hair type, it's all different, so different products work best for certain people. But for me, this jelly mask is by far my favorite. So this face mask here is supposed to help enzymatically kind of exfoliate your skin, reveal brighter, glowier, fresh baby skin, all of the things that we want. But there's tons of papaya juice inside, which is gonna actually give you that enzymatic kind of exfoliation. There's actually bamboo bits inside too. So when you apply it, you can kind of feel like a bit of like a grain in there, but bamboo is gonna just be so nourishing to the skin and makes it just feel so good and like gives it a little scrub. I also just really like the smell of this product. It smells very tropical, but also very calming at the same time. This type of face mask is my go-to, maybe like a few days before an event when I want my skin to look particularly good. I'll use something like this just because it makes your skin have that little extra glow. Sticking to the theme of skincare, this product I feel like might take the cake for the most underhyped, underrated Lush product of all time. And you know what? There was a time in my life when I used to look past this in the store. I would see it, didn't really care about it, walk right by. And then one day, a lovely sales associate was like, you know what, Jaclyn, I feel like you would really like this. You should try it out. And that was maybe like 3 years ago now, and I've been hooked on this stuff ever since. So this is the Full of Grace Facial Serum Bar. So again, it's one of those cool things that Lush does when it has no packaging. So you actually use the heat of your hands to melt it and to activate it. So you want to kind of melt it in your hands, go like this, and just kind of pat it into your skin. So Full of Grace is something that I use on my skin when I kind of want to go that extra mile. Similarly to when you would want to use a face mask to kind of, you know, give your skin a little boost, I like to use this serum mixed in with my moisturizer, which if you don't know is Celestial, because Celestial is my favorite moisturizer and one of my favorite Lush products of all time. I'll use this in combination with that. So I'll put this on first, kind of pat this onto my skin, and then put my moisturizer on top, especially right before bed. And I mean, don't be fooled, this will leave you looking like a glazed donut. You look like this oily, fresh, little glowing creature, but it definitely is worth it. And I kind of like going to bed all fresh and like sitting there with all my oils on, ready to go. So I normally would recommend that you use it at nighttime or right before you go to bed. But what you can also do with that is actually use it in combination with a face mask. So what I like to do is if I'm using a face mask, say like Oaty or a cup of coffee, which are some of my all-time favorites, or even, you know, the jelly mask, just to clarify, you can put a little bit of that serum on your face underneath the mask, and that'll just help boost the effects of the face mask and really just give your skin that extra kick. Obviously, a product like Full of Grace is going to be great if you do have more dry skin or it's been a bit more chapped from the weather. But for me, I love to use that product, especially when I'm traveling, because when I go on like planes, my skin just literally hates life and it gets so dry and just so it doesn't look cute, I can tell you that. So really boosting it with the moisture of that serum is absolutely amazing. And it makes your skin so soft and buttery and like all of my dreams. So absolutely love Full of Grace. I actually got to see Full of Grace get made in the factory when they like blended up all the fresh portobellos inside and put all the shea and the cocoa butters inside. And it was just so fascinating to watch. If you haven't seen my most recent Lush tour, I'll link it up above. Go watch it. It's so incredible to see all the handmade ingredients that get put into these products. Next up, sticking to skincare, we've got Breath of Fresh Air here. Now this is a toner that I feel like literally no one talks about. Everyone talks about tea tree toner, which I'll admit, I even talk about that a ton too because it is great. But Breath of Fresh Air just never gets the love that it deserves. It's super balancing on the skin. It's very cooling. This is actually a go-to more towards like the summertime if I've been maybe like out in the sun too much or like sweating or like going for a bike ride and just kind of want to refresh. I actually keep the smaller size, I think it's the 100 milliliters in my gym bag, and just kind of like spritz that on my face after a workout just because it is so cooling. There's a ton of beautiful ingredients inside. There's aloe vera, there's seaweed, there's rose, which is going to help decrease any inflammation or redness on the skin. There's patchouli oil and rosemary, seaweed absolute. So again, it's going to be really great to help clarify and balance your skin. And it just feels so good, especially if you put this in the fridge right before you use it. You just kind of mist your face and it's like this cooling, like pampering spa experience. So yeah, really great if you're looking for a new toner or just to make a new addition into your skincare routine. Okay, so this is one of the newer products too that I feel like got so overlooked with its launch. So I'm here to give Oaty Creamy Dreamy the love that it deserves, and this is absolutely incredible. So if you have very sensitive, easily irritated, chapped skin, or just skin that needs a little extra gentle hug, Oaty Creamy Dreamy is the way to go. If you've used Dream Cream before from Lush, which is one of the best-selling body lotions and another favorite product of mine, this is basically Dream Cream but in shower gel format. It's actually so crazy because it almost looks like a body lotion when you squeeze it out of the tube and like onto your loofah, but it lathers up so well that you're like, how does that happen? It looks like it shouldn't lather, but it lathers so well, and it makes your skin just feel so nourished. I'm gonna be straight up, this isn't a product that I use for the scent. The scent of this is all right. It smells very similar to Dream Cream, but it's very herbal and very earthy. There's tons of lavender inside. There's tea tree. There's also oat milk, olive oil, ingredients that are gonna be really great to help soothe sensitive skin, but it's not gonna be like a crazy like amazing candy-like scent like something like this is. But when it comes to a product like this, I always reach for it because of the amazing effects it leaves on my skin, not necessarily like the fragrance when you're using it in the shower. And I mean, on top of all of those amazing things I just said, the name Oaty Creamy Dreamy is just so fantastic, and I really have a lot of respect for whoever named it that. The final underrated product I have here is the Enchanted Eye Cream from LUSH. Now this is such a beautiful eye cream. I feel like nowadays, especially in like the beauty community or YouTubers and bloggers, they all talk about like the same 3 eye creams, which I've tried a lot of them, and there's some that I like, some that I don't. Some of them are just crazy expensive, and I'm like, wow, that is a lot of money for an under eye cream. Anyways, I feel like no one ever talks about this, and this is up to par, if not better than a lot of those other products that I've tried. It's not gonna weigh down under your eyes or make it feel really heavy and gloopy. There's a ton of almond oil inside, so it is gonna be nice and nourishing. It just kind of helps promote a more smooth under eye. And I find too, when I wear a lot of makeup back to back, I kind of get, maybe it's like where like my eyeliner wing will go, like right in the corner of my eyes, they get really dried and like red and kind of like stingy, like they burn, which sounds very alarming. But no, I think it's just a combination of using a ton of different makeup removers and products on my eyes. But whenever I have that feeling or reaction on my eyes, my go-to is always this eye cream, and it just kind of helps smooth and get rid of any dryness or patchiness. There's actually lavender honey water in here, which is not only very soothing to the skin, but it makes it smell so beautiful and very like perfect for bedtime. It's just one of those products that really gets me in the mood to unwind and get all cozy and hop in bed. And it's effective, which is great because we all want products that work well. So there you go. That is my top 10 most underrated, underhyped LUSH products of all time. Let me know down below in the comments which products you think are underhyped from LUSH. I would love to hear from you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Turn on the post notifications, that way you guys don't miss out when I post, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!